Hi, I'm Scott and welcome back to the channel. You may be able to see behind me there's quite a bit of random stuff stacked up here on the driveway, and that's because today's project is completely renovating the garage. I was going to make it a multi-part series, painting the ceiling, the walls, having epoxy floor put in, and then new cabinets and whatnot. But I think I'll do it all at one time. And of course the first step is emptying everything out. I don't know about your garages, but if you're anything like me, under the best of circumstances, my garage looked like this. And more often than not, it looked like this. None of which is conducive for doing any actual work in the garage. So the first step, of course, is getting everything out of there, and the more important step is making sure only about 20% of what I took out goes back in. Then the next step was to paint the ceiling black. As you can see here, it's a 100-year-old garage. It's dingy and dirty, and the pipes were all different colors and whatnot. So I decided to spray paint the ceiling black. I picked up a airless sprayer. Okay, so I'm going to be using an airless sprayer for the first time to paint the garage, as you can see here. Let's see how badly I can screw this up. And of course, my attempts at safety and using the proper attire failed miserably. I was quickly out of this getup and into a ball cap and shorts and a t-shirt. I did use a respirator, and you can see I made a mess of my beard with all the black paint. A lot of overspray, but I think it came out very nice. Well, you can see what happens when you have gray hair and a gray beard and spraying black paint everywhere. I was wearing a respirator and goggles, and now I gotta look up how to get paint out of your hair. Well, I think the ceiling came out pretty well. All of these pipes have blended in quite nicely compared to how they were. I like the look. Next step is the walls. Phase 2 was to paint the walls a lighter shade of gray. Okay, the second phase is complete. As you can see, the walls have now been painted in a lighter gray than they were before. We still need to paint the window trim. That'll be black. I'm very happy with the way the ceiling came out. Now all black. So the ceiling kind of fades away. The garage itself is lighter with the lighter gray. Over here is my bathroom in here. Show you a mistake I made. I forgot to cover the toilet and it's got a lot of overspray. So I need to deal with that. These pipes along the walls are part of the heating system for the carriage house above. So when the heat is turned on in the carriage house, the garage warms up, which makes this a great place to hang out and work in the winter. And then we are on to having the professionals put in a new epoxy flooring system. They started the process by using this large grinding machine to grind down the 100-year-old concrete throughout the entire floor using a hand grinder to get the corners in tighter spaces. They then filled all the cracks with this epoxy-like material, let that set up and cure, and then use the same grinding wheel to grind down everything a second time. After that, it was time to roll on this gray epoxy and at the same time start spreading the flakes while the epoxy was still wet. And the guys have made great progress. The floor has been epoxied in a gray color, as you can see. All the flake is down. They've taken off for a lunch break. I understand they'll come back to brush off the excess flake and put down the clear coat. And here are the final results. Black ceiling, gray walls, and this beautiful new epoxy floor. Very happy with the way it turned out. Now the key is to only put about 20% of the crap I took out of here back in. Okay, it's been about 3 weeks and this is the final result. Almost everything put in cabinets. Everything has its place. I'm very happy with it. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the renovation of the garage. If you've enjoyed this, hit the like, subscribe, and bell button. I'll see you again soon here in the arena.